Curoy's fields were awash of ruin. Those scamps of Owen Macha, they'd come south, a pillaging, a plundering, taking apart his farm. There was nothing he could do but sit behind barred windows and gritted teeth, frustration boiling within him. But he had heard word of a place over west that was weathering the storm far, far easier than they, in the land today we call Monaghan, in a place today we call Cavan. And so Curoy took himself out west. First one day and another he crossed the beautiful orchard sunshine valleys of Monaghan, and then he came to the marshlands, the fens, the bogs of Cavan. One day up to his ankles, muck. A second day up to his knees, muck. A third day up to his waist, muck, before he came to the town of Cavan. The people, well, they looked at him strange. He was cleaner than usual. The people, they listened to him strange because he didn't have that beautiful guttural Cavan accent. But the people did welcome him. They saw someone in need, someone that needed their advice. And so they brought him to Anfar Dorca, the dark druid, who lived in Cavan. In a small hut in the side of the town, he was brought in. Over a fire, Anfar Dorca tended. The richness of the fare and the food from all the unspoiled farms of Cavan sifted through the hut and made Curoy hunger. But Curoy's curiosity was hungry still. Anfar Dorca, how is it that you've not been raided? How is it that Cavan is safe from those scamps in Owen Macha? Well, instead of walls, we have fens. What good is that to us? We have beautiful fields, well drained, and gorgeous apple orchards. What else do you have? Well, instead of mighty walls, we have bogs. Oh, well, what good is that to us? We drained all our bogs years ago. Our farms are perfect for cattle, for geese, and for sheep. Ah, what good is this to me? I have none of these things. Oh, away with you, Cavan man, Curoy said in frustration, cursing the dark druid. You don't curse a druid, and you don't curse the dark druid, not on Anfar Dorca. And so he said, give me something, give me anything. We need your help. Anfar Dorca, curious, compassionate, but mischievous as ever, turned around into the back of his cave and took from within a sack a stone, large and dark, like a shark's eye staring at you. He handed it to Curoy and said, take this. Plant it in your best field. Plant it where you know it will grow, where the plants grow best. This is the key to your salvation. This is the key to the protection of your farms. Curoy, frustrated, thought Cavan mischief played on a Monaghan man. That's the start of it now. Well, he took the black eye out. He hefted it over his shoulder and began his long and fruitless walk home to Monaghan. It was so heavy that it burdened him, held him down. First, one day he crossed and the muck was up to his knees. The second day, the muck was up to his waist. The third day, the muck was up to his neck, wading through the Cavan swamps until eventually crawled clean out onto Monaghan fields. Beautiful, clean and green orchards and fields. Curoy took that egg home. It was something in his heart that told him to do it. And he took the instructions the black druid had given him, that dark man and his dark words. He planted it, half in the soil, half speaking to the air. And there, all summer, he watered it, as he would a plant. And all that summer, people came and said, what are you doing, Curoy? What are you doing? But Curoy kept to the mischief, kept to the superstition, kept to the instructions, and he kept watering. Autumn came, the second instruction. Winds howled, huge storms hit. The rain fell like bullets on the ground, and he covered it. cast his cloak over it and looked after that dark egg. The people laughed at him, brought him food, for now he was hungry. His crops had not grown. The dark egg had absorbed every fertile ounce of soil in his farm. The third season came, winter. Cold winter it was that year. Snow fell, frost cracked, and ice bit the marrow of Curroy as he cowered over the egg and sang gentle songs into that egg. Time passed, as time does, year on year. The cycle turns. Curroy came to spring. Looked down on the egg, looked down on the dead earth all around it. Said, what have I done? Nothing has come from this. Those scamps from Owen Machel will be coming to raid soon, and there's absolutely nothing. What have I done? No food, no protection. This has just been the mischief of a Cavan man on a Monaghan man. This has just been a curse. So on Curroy lifted a sledge, took a step back, looked upon the egg, and with a sledgehammer hit once, hit twice, and it cracked open. A dark mist came out. Curroy fell back, choking, coughing. The mist erupted into a huge fog, dark, tempestuous, venomous, full of vitriol and anger and howling. Curroy fell back as two huge serpents erupted from the egg. Massive, huge necks, faces like a boar, tusks like a rhino's horn. Each of them maddened, crazed, looking down on Curroy. Curroy looked up and said, "No, don't." And in recognizing the voice that had sung to them, they stayed their wrath and looked. But two huge sledge dents remained in each of their heads. They had been maddened, enraged, hurt, pained. One tore off east to the sea, its tusks digging up the earth as it went, its serpentine body snaking through the soil. Another tore the other direction to the ocean, it likewise tearing up everything, boulders, towns, mountains tossed aside. The two serpents made their way to the sea, and their anger, fiery and enraged, was finally doused. Curroy fell back onto his knees and said, "What have I done? Two great guardians I might have had, two amazing watchdogs for the farms of Monaghan, and now nothing." But as he looked up, he saw they had dug a huge rampart, a massive trench. The Black Pig's Dyke, they call it today, or the Worm Ditch, stretching across the country. A ditch no scamps, no scoundrels, no raiders could cross. And he looked across and he saw the scamps from Owen Machel come, scratching their heads, wondering, how did they build such ramparts? How could they build such walls? And he knew that he would grow in peace, in the sunshine and the beauty and the protection of the Black Pig's Dyke. So for many years to come, many decades, many centuries, even millennia, though Cavan men and Cavan women and Monaghan men and Monaghan women may vie against each other in things like football or mischief, from north or south, east or west, when trouble comes, we border folk, we look after our own, and we look after each other.